Go. The Versailles Treaty by Nick, Callie, Cassidy, and Aldrich. This is a political cartoon representing how the punishment of the German people with the Versailles Treaty led to the growth of the Nazi Party.
The treaty set the surrender conditions for Germany. The treaty provided for the establishment of the League of Nations.
The leaders. The terms were dictated by the Council of Four, which were Woodrow Wilson, David Lloyd George, Francis Georges Clemenceau, and Vittorio Orlando.
George Clemenceau, he considered it essential to weaken Germany to the point where it no longer would be able to threaten France's security. Clemenceau wanted a demilitarized Germany. He insisted British maintain their naval blockade of Germany, preventing the flow of food into the country on the verge of starvation.
Wilson did not regard Germany as the main cause. To him, the cause was secret diplomacy, national statehood, and the absence of an institution capable of peacefully resolving international disputes. So, in order to fix this, he presented 14 points in the peace treaties. One of the major points was the evacuation of all Allied territory occupied by the enemy. Another point was the return of Alsace-Lorraine to France. Another was the creation of an independent Poland. And another was self-determination for the Austrian/Ottoman empires. There was disagreement amongst the major powers, though. Britain, France, and Italy were not fond of Wilson's ideas. They went along with it in fear that the U.S. would sign another treaty, however, because the U.S. held a lot of power.
Territory. Return Alsace-Lorraine to France. Demilitarized lands west of Rhineland. Saar region placed under international administration. Germany ceded to Poland the area of Posen and corridor to the Baltic. German overseas colonies were divided between France, Britain, and Asia, predominantly Japan. 1/7 of Germany's territories in Europe taken, and 1/10 of its population.
The military adjustments given to Germany in the Versailles Treaty were a reduction of its army. Germany was only allowed to have an army of 100,000 men, and they could also restrict it on the heavy artillery, tanks, aviation, and submarines.
Reparations in Germany. Germany had to pay $33 billion in reparations.
If Germany refused to sign the treaty, however, Allied troops would occupy Germany and British ships would maintain their naval blockade, which would eventually starve the country. The Versailles Treaty was regarded as a harsh and punitive peace, not really giving a long-lasting peace, but fixing the war in the moment.
Central powers, territorial change. Austria-Hungary was broken up. Slavs, Yugoslavia, Czechs and Slovaks merged to form Czechoslovakia. Romania enlarged. Hungary became independent. Austria was forbidden for uniting with Germany. This is a political cartoon where the League of Nations is represented by the bridge. and Belgium, France, and England and Italy are all in, and the United States is not, leaving a hole in the League of Nations, which eventually led to its defeat and failure.